welcome to Hello, welcome to Rate My Gadget. Today we're going to be looking at Oakley sunglasses and what to do when they go weak on the nose piece.
Okay, so here they are, the beautiful Juliet glasses, and what you'll find is that the nose bridge will start becoming very loose like this. Now it's quite an easy fix. That pin in there needs to come out, and then once that comes out you can replace the bits. All the bits are linked in the comments below and are relatively cheap. We also use a push out tool. Don't try and use it with a hammer and punch, you'll damage the glasses. Again, to push out these pins you'll need a proper tool, and you can buy that on Amazon. Again, the links are all in the comments. Just to assure, this is really easy to do and brings the glasses back to life. So let me just show you in a little bit more detail. Okay, so where I'm pointing here, those are the pins that will need to come out, and I would recommend getting some new ones. They're inexpensive and they fit tightly in. And then in between that gap there, you've got some rubber mounts, and they are the things that begin to perish. These are the new ones, and that means that the nose bridge basically will start pushing out, and there's the pins to go in. And normally they come as a set, and that's what the link at the bottom shows. This is the tool you'll need. So the tool itself has a bottom bit that you'll need to remove. So basically what you're doing is you're screwing that in to push the pin out. Take that all the way out, and you're looking for the part on the bottom that basically once you push the pin out, you don't want it to be interfering with anything. So this will come with one of these bottom parts that's got a hole in it. Replace it for the one that's got the deep or the biggest diameter and the deepest recess, and then screw it into place. So that's the bottom bit. So that's where you're going to be pushing the pin into. So the pin, once it comes out, will be coming into that area. If you did it with something that hasn't got a hole on the end, like this, a flat end, it will start pressing the pin and it will start damaging it as well and damaging the glasses. So you need to make sure you do that. Put the thing back on top. Unfortunately, with this tool, I found the easiest way was to hang it over the end of the bench here. And what you're doing is you're screwing it down and you're pushing the pin out from the outside in. Okay, so the outside of nose, you're screwing it down onto that pin edge and you're pushing the pin out of that nose bridge. Now you do have to be careful, and sometimes you might need two people to do this, but once you've pushed the pin out, see how it's starting to go on the back end there? If you push too far and it comes all the way out, as soon as you unwind the tool, the two bits will fall apart. So you may need to just have someone ready to hold the two bits. So you can see that is already really loose there, and it's only being held in place by the tool because the pin is now out. Okay, and you want the pin to come all the way out. So once you've undone that screw, then both parts come apart like that. Okay, so this is where the glasses fit nicely together like that, and that's where the rubber mount. So you can see already, once you've got out there, look inside and you'll probably see bits of shard of rubber depending how old it is. Just get something like a fine little screwdriver and just start cleaning that out. If you can, you need to get all the bits out of there, give it a bit of a blow and a clean. Okay, now again, exactly the same on the other side. So now you're trying to remove the nose bridge, and I'd recommend removing both sides so that you can easily access. So you've got that nose bridge there and you can pull it apart. And again, you want to make sure that you can clean up then the debris that's inside of the glasses on the nose bridge. Okay, now what you'll do is you can then take out the bottom part. There's your old pins coming out. Again, I would replace those. Although you could put them back in, they're probably quite loose now because you pushed them out and they are inexpensive. And again, go to the nose bridge, both sides, make sure all the bits of rubber are cleaned out. Now you can see, there's a bit of rubber that's stuck in there? And as I'm pulling it out, all the little bits of shard and dirt are coming out. They're the bits you need to get out. You don't want any interference when you're trying to put that rubber bit in. And you see, when you look inside there, you might just want to check on that back edge inside the nose to make sure that that has also gone, because you may think you've got it all and then you just need to get that back bit out because it's probably all disintegrated if it's been in there like this one a long time. Okay, so clean out the nose bridge, make sure you're happy. You could even put a little bit of water in there just to wash it out, but make sure it's all dry and clean and ready to go so that you're ready to put the pin back in. On the glasses itself, you'll probably find they're clean anyway, but just give it a quick once over. Make sure there's no dirt on it or ingress. Give it a good clean, and then you are ready to go. So now what you're trying to do is you're going the opposite way. you put the rubber onto the glasses like this and then push that inside. Okay, you want to make sure that you are not ripping into the rubber, and it should fit in quite tightly. So just give it a bit of a wiggle, give it a bit of a hand, and then eventually, once you're at a position where you're happy that you can see through the hole, so the pin has somewhere to go, so now the rubber has gone in, now you're ready to start pushing the pin through to the glasses and to the nose bridge. Okay, so here we go. So the glasses are pushed into place. Again, that pin there, you want to make sure that you are pushing the pin into that hole. And the thing I would recommend is to try and get it started is by pushing the pin. So you're pushing it now from the inside of the glasses. Have a look at the pin. You'll see that there's a rounded top on it. Push that in and just get it going ever so slightly. You won't be able to push it in by hand because it is a tight fit. So now you're in a position where you're happy that the pin can go all the way through. The mount is fixed. And again, you just now need to put that onto the tool. And this should be slightly easier than removal. If the tool comes with the bit which you're pushing into, try and make it central that you're pushing into it. And on the pin itself, don't try and force it. Keep pushing it, making sure that you're happy with how far it's got into the glasses. If you keep going, the pin will come out the front end. But there you go. I'm happy with that now in terms of the pin is just sitting top proud, and you can already see it's looking really good in terms of how firm it is. Same on the other side. You literally just put the rubber onto that little arm piece there, which I'm rubbing. Push that into the nose bridge. Once you're ready with the nose bridge with the rubber on it like this. So now that the rubber's gone on there, push it into the nose bridge. It's going to be tight, so give it some wiggling. Don't try and force it, just wiggle from side to side like this. Have a look down to make sure that you can see through that hole into the other side. So it's got a gap in it. Can you see looking down that hole there as I put my hand behind it? If need be, sometimes with a spoon, you may want to, if you can't get to that point I did in the first one, you may just want to use a spoon just to get the pin starting to go like this. Okay, just to push it in, because you want it, before you start pushing it and forcing it, you want to make sure that the pin is at least part engaged. So that's a little bit of a trick you can use if you can't get the pin in at the first instance. Then like the other side, make sure that when you're screwing it down, you make it central. Push it in. You don't want to force it. This one you can see I've probably left it a bit too proud of the glasses, so you can just push that back in, usually by that spoon technique. But that's it. Fixed. So that means the nose bridge is nice and solid now. All the links to the bits are at the bottom in the comments, and also the tool that we use, which is the best one you can get out there on Amazon, that is linked at the bottom as well. We really hope that's helped and can bring your Oakley Juliets back to life. Please do like, please subscribe. We also welcome comments at the bottom if you're having any issues on this, and we can reply to those. But thanks for watching.